Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 84 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today we have two massive games. First up, it is Chelsea in the EFL Cup 4th round. Why is that a massive game, you say? Because we're going with all the kids, the Academy Regens, named after you guys. That is going to be a really big test for us. And then we got West Brom in the derby at Villa Park. Hopefully we will absolutely smash them to pieces. But let's have a look. Haven't missed anything since last episode. A quick refresher of the league table. We're sitting there with 10 points back of Everton, who are top. They've had a really good start. I'm skeptical if they can keep it going. We're 5 points back of Arsenal in second. I think that's possibly the team we need to, or where we need to be looking, but I mean, at some point, Everton's going to have to be taken seriously here, aren't they? And they have got off to a stunning start to the year. And Chelsea are in third. So that gives you an idea of how big a test this is for our kids. Because they're a really good team, aren't they? Let's have a look at, first of all, where we stand in this game. You can see we are the favourites. Now, that's probably not taking into account the fact that we're playing our kids. Both teams are in excellent form. We have if we were to win this, it would be, 12 games, 4-4-4, but it's not going to be quite that easy, is it? This is the way that we're expecting them to play. It's behind my head, I know, but their playing style is standard, their mentality is balanced, so just standard balanced, and we can see the way that we're expecting them to play. The scouts kind of suspected they would park the bus a little bit on us, so we're not quite sure about that. We can see the heat map here. There's sort of gaps everywhere. We're not going to necessarily exploit the flanks, but we might be able to get down the sides of them. You can see their passing network, and their key passes tend to be shorter and around the penalty area. So we're going to try and push up on them a little bit here, and just see how we go. Now, when we played them earlier in the year, and we lost 2-0 away from home. How did this game go? We were a little bit unlucky in this one, weren't we? Yeah. I do remember being a little bit unlucky against them. So let's go back and have a look at the team we are sending out, the 11 heroes that are going out on the field. It is Cadell in goal because Gaz Mosley still not back from his injury. Casey picked up a little bit of a knock in training a day or two ago. He should be fine. I forget what the injury is now. It is a tight groin. So we'll keep an eye on it. We do have, or at least we should have, Darley on the bench, so we can make a change if we need to. Harry Thomas, David Bergkamp the second, and Bree are the back four. Lee Hendry and Gary Turpie are midfield. Nick Roberts and Blake Scully are the wingers. Paul Walker and Brian Carlos. Between them got 5 goals against Lincoln in the last round. Hopefully we'll get a few more of those today. And they are indeed parking the bus against us. The scouts said they might do this, and there we go. They are doing it. Respect, boys. Look at that. We're getting respect. It doesn't look like a reservish team to me. It's got Ndidi, Zakora, Iwobi, Benjamin Mendy. It looks pretty much a full-strength team. So this is a proper test. What do we want to say here? We've been on a good run lately. Do we just say... I don't want to go for revenge because I think the reason that doesn't work for me is because in the pre-game press conference, I always say I want to win because I want to win every game, not because I want revenge. So I think maybe that's why the revenge doesn't usually work for me. Let's just go out there and play our natural game. I think that's what we need to tell them. Calm, we have faith. We'll get on out there. Villa fans, as you would expect, full voice behind us here. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to see how we do in this game. I am a little bit worried we might get hammered. We're not necessarily playing the ideal formation either that I would like, but this is the one that fits sort of the players best. So we have to go with that. Yeah, and just see how we do here. As I said, this is a good test. A lot of these guys, like we look at Lee Hendry, who's been around for a while, they're pushing 20 now, so it's a good opportunity for them to sort of press claims for first team spots as well. And Zakora has given, or Zakaria, or however you pronounce that, doesn't matter because he's given Chelsea the lead. Not ideal. From a throw as well. Turpie, did he win the header? I think he did win the header. So in a way, it's a little bit unlucky. Just nobody on the edge of the area there, was there? Let's show some passion, boys. Come on now, let's dig deep. We've had a fair share of the ball. We haven't really done anything with it, though, yet, have we? We've just got to try and stay in this game as long as we can here. Don't like that we're looking anxious. That's not what we need, boys. Come on. We can do this. There's a first shot on target. Can we get another shout out here? We'll try to demand more. See if we can get some sort of... Let's focus them. I tell you what, There hasn't been many highlights, which is not a bad thing for us. All right before the break, 45 seconds to go. Can we go and get an equalising goal? It's a wonderful time to score, horrible time to concede, isn't it? Here goes Lee Hendry. He goes out for Scully, is it? No, Brian Carlos out there. Infield for Scully. Good looking ball out there for Bree. Can Bree whip a cross in? He gets it back post. It's there for Scully! Blake Scully! First goal for the Villa. 1-1. What a time to score, as I said. Right on the stroke of half-time. 1-1. And it was... Look at it. He's played the ball out there as well. He's done really well. Played the ball. Duck into the back post. Bree with a nice little bit of quality at the ball. And look at that for a header. Stunning, stunning stuff from the boys in the claret and blue. That's what we like to see. Scully off the mark now for Villa as well after Paul Walker got off the mark in the last round. This is good, good stuff. I tell you what, we're in a game here because they didn't really create anything, did they? Just that one sort of lapse that we had from the throw-in. I'm going to say, if we can get a goal, we'll make us favourites. Let's go with that. Let's try and give them a little bit of confidence here. Given, of course, that it is a young team as well. Harry Tommy's looking aggressive. If we can do a little bit more from you, Harry. Casey back again, do a little bit more. Turpey's done okay. He's one of the younger players in the team. He has not sort of looked out of place here, which is good. Nick Roberts, we expect a bit more from him. He is actually a sort of a regular first teamer, isn't he? Brian Carlos, again, we expect a little bit more. 4 goals in the last round. Like to think we get a little bit more out of him. Yeah. Let's just see how we go here. Ahmed with a bit of a run. Hopefully we're not going to concede from the kickoff. No, we're not. As I was saying, like these guys, 22 now, Brian Carlos. Lee Hendry, 19. These guys are getting to the point where, they need to be sort of challenging for first team spots, not just, not just in this Carabao Cup team. There's a cracking ball there. Brian Carlos just beaten to it by Traore. Oh, is it going to come back the other way now? Awobi with the ball. Giving him a little bit too much space to run in field there. We need to block that shot. Oh, it's a good shot. We just gave him far, far too much space. It would have been Bree as well, I think, on that side, wouldn't it? Is that Bree? Where is he? Come here. Bree. Yeah, I mean, we know he's not the best defender. He was just too late. He was too late. Maybe Harry Thomas needed to go close him down a little bit sooner as well. Come on, boys. Show some passion. Dig deep now. Dig deep. Let's go. We'll wait till it happens with this highlight first. We do just look a little bit open in midfield, don't we? Zakaria. Oh, come on, boys. Get in front of that. Oh, just past the post. All right. Do we look to start and change things up a little bit here? I wonder. Let's try and demand more. Yeah, we're going to have to change things up, I think. I'm wondering if we change formation. Oh, that's a free kick in a good spot. Is that a second yellow? This is a second yellow. All right, game on now, boys. This is game on. They're down to 10 men. We've got 15 minutes to rescue ourselves here. We can probably unhighlight Harry Thomas. All right, Paul Walker. Can he give a little piece of magic? Oh, I tell you what, I thought that was in. Let's get creative. Let's pause that there. What we want to do now is we want to lower the tempo. Let ourselves be more expressive. We want to play a little bit more width. We probably want to exploit the flanks, don't we? We want to... Actually, no. We want to play with width, but not necessarily exploit the flanks. Let's go the counter press. Do we want to get... No, I don't feel like getting stuck in's the way to go. And I do think we need to make some subs here as well. Oh, what have I done there? What have I done? All right. Play, please. All right. All right, what can we do? Let's bring Almeida on for Brian Carlos. It hasn't been his day, has it? Put Paul Walker up top now as an advanced forward. See if we can get some of the big guns on here to maybe come and rescue this for us. Nick Roberts hasn't had a good day either. We don't really... We could play Paul Walker out there and bring the lab one up top. There we go. That works. Anybody else not doing really particularly well? I think we'll leave it at that. I'm a little bit concerned just because Casey Beck had that had that injury coming into it. I'm wondering if we maybe need to look to make a change there. Here's a corner. Turpie knocks in a decent looking ball. It's just away from Nick Roberts. Be his last act in the game, unfortunately for him. Let's go very attacking now. Come on, boys. Come on, let's go get an equaliser here. Let's give it a get creative. I don't like we're looking anxious and nervous. That's not ideal. Alright, we need to really, really go for this now, don't we? So what will we do? We will take off... Do we take off one of the centre-backs, I wonder? Harry Thomas is the lesser of the two performances right now. So we'll do that. We'll switch them around so Rodrigo's on his left foot. Complete forward for the lab. David Bergkamp, just hold hold the back line for us. Thanks, mate. That's fine. Come on, boys. Come on. God, 2 minutes to go. Is there anything here for us? Can we get a push forward? I don't think we can. Oh, this is it. It's a decent performance. But ultimately we go out against a good Chelsea team. I do feel as though, I mean, it's a little bit frustrating because it was that sort of two just defensive lapses. I don't think we were necessarily outplayed there. We'll say unlucky and we'll move on. I don't really understand why we were looking nervous and anxious. We really had no need to be playing like that. But ultimately, we do go out. It's a narrow loss to a good Chelsea team, but a loss is a loss is a loss, isn't it? Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back for the Baggies in the league. Alright, welcome back. It is time to bash up the Baggies. We are the favourites for this one as well. Their form isn't great, although, you know, obviously we had that loss last time out. This is an important game to win, though. We need to make sure we're keeping pace with the teams above us. Manchester United have already beaten Chelsea today. So, yeah, we need to make sure that that gap doesn't get any more than 7 points. Now, Gary Monk is their manager, so just further endearing himself to Villa fans. They're a passing team, balanced mentality, and if we look at the analyst report here, we can see that they are also expected to park the bus against us. They look like they play quite deep, and there might be some gaps through the middle as well as wide, so we'll hopefully get some love from that. You can see their passing network there. Key passes, they don't have any, so that... Hopefully that'll continue. Let's have a look at the team that we are sending out to face them. And we're back to more or less a full-strength team. Cadell continues in goal with Mosley's injury. Napo, Rodrigo, Forster and Kosic are a back four. AR comes in the DM because he's been sort of mentioning about football. I spoke to him. He said that now the fact I went to him is okay. But we just want to try and keep him happy. So we'll give him a game in the DM here. Leroy and Grealish go in midfield. Rashid and Rodrigo, they provide with the width with the great man Messi leading the line. They do indeed park the bus. Now, I'm not sure. I did mention last episode that Messi, we were trying to get him for another year. He did sign that contract, so he's on less money now. I think he's down to about 150 grand a week, which is nice. We've been the favourites for a reason. Go out there. All right, let's go with that. The other thing I forgot to mention in all the excitement of the Carabao Cup game is there is a goals of the month after this one. So, yeah, we did score a few goals. 6 against Sporting. I think we put, 4 past Stoke, something like that. So there's some goals to see. Which is definitely worth staying around for. But hopefully there'll be some goals to see in this one as well. What is Messi on now? It was 100. It was quite a drop off. 140. Here he goes now. Speak of the devil, Lionel Messi. That's a stunning effort. A decent save from the keeper. And I think, yeah, AR was offside. So not to be from that. Unlucky for Messi there. All right, come on, boys. Let's go and open up this scoring if we can, nice and early, please. Rashawn Williams, he's in their team. Formerly of our parish, of course. So good to see him back. Never really was going to cut out for us, was it? He was a good signing in the Championship. There's a ball. Grealish is offside. Oh, come on, boys. Look at the lines. Know your offside rule. It was a mile offside. You could see here. It wasn't even close. When you can see from open play that it was a mile offside, you know that it was a mile offside. So that's 2 chances now. We've been caught offside twice. The AL one, didn't end up in the back of the net, but... Alright, come on, boys. That Grealish one obviously did, and it was a good opportunity. We need to be making sure that we're, taking these. Here they go on a little bit of a run here. We've let a man go at the back post, and Cadell, maybe unconvincingly, but does eventually keep the ball out of the net. That's fine. All's well that ends well in that case. Yeah, come on, boys. Let's get this goal, please. I'm wondering if we should look to exploit the flanks, given that they've got a bit of a clog up in midfield, but they're essentially just trying to park the bus against us. We're going to have to be patient and just work through our opening. We'll try to demand more coming into the break here. We've had a lot of shots on goal. We just haven't been able to find a way through as of yet. Here goes Nepo for AR. Can he go to the edge of the area? There's a ball for Kosic in space. Kosic for Grealish! Oh, it's off the post! Unlucky from Super Jack. That was unlucky. All right, Messi. This is his range. Go on, Lionel. Go on, Messi! Oh, we've hit the post again. The same post. They are riding their luck. We could so easily, with knowing the offside rule and having a post that liked us a little bit more, we could be 3-0 up. But instead, we find ourselves 0-0 despite having essentially dominated the game. I'm going to say we've been unlucky so far because I think really we have. We'll just tell a few individual players here that are capable of... Actually, we might just do group. You're capable of better. You can still improve. You can still improve. And Messi, you can still improve. Telling Messi you can still improve just feels wrong, doesn't it? All right. Come on, boys. Come on. I'm just trying to see the way there. I'm wondering if we need to exploit the flanks, if I'm honest. It doesn't look like there's not that much room out there, though, is there? They are sort of spreading the field, so that maybe we should look to exploit the middle if that's the case. But here you go. Leroy's found a bit of space there. Leroy goes out there for Nepo. Nepo, first time ball in. It's over the bar from Rashid. We know he's decent in the air as well. Let's go attacking. And I am wondering if we maybe need to be a little bit more expressive here as well. If they're going to hold this sort of rigid shape against us, perhaps we just need to be a little bit more... Rashid's picked up an injury. We'll throw Marin out there. Should be fine. We do have Silla as an option as well. Alright, come on, boys. Let's get this breakthrough. We've been the better team. Here goes Messi. Messi lines it up and it's blocked. Is the highlight going to continue? Nepo has it. Can he get a decent ball in? Back post for Marin. Oh, it's an absolute howler from the goalkeeper. Is that Johnson, that formerly of our parish in real life? But Nepo puts the cross in. Marin, thanks via the hands of, I'm assuming it's Johnson. Yeah, I mean we'll find out. But because he's on loan there, so it would make sense if he stayed. It's horrible. It's a horrible piece of goalkeeping. But Marin, I'll take that as a super sub. Gets the goal. How close was it to offsides? He looks on. He's well on. Never in doubt. All right, boys. Come on, boys. Let's show some passion now. Let's go and get this double. It's a different Johnson, isn't it? Messi had a ball in. It's there. Forster looking for his first goal. Marin on a double now, of course. Or not on a double. He has a goal. Messi. Rashid's picked up an injury. We know that. Oh, Rodrigo is off the post again. This game should be dead and buried, and yes, I'm starting to fear the sucker punch here at the end, the heartbreak. Decent ball in, it's bouncing around. Leroy back out for Grealish. Come on, boys, let's put this to bed. Oh, it's a decent ball in again. It's there for Leroy. Can he put his foot through one? He's found a little bit of space. Can he drag it back? It's there, it's bouncing around, and I thought for a second then we're going to get down on the counter-attack. Off the post again. Unbelievable. 3 times in a game of football. Alright, Rodrigo's not having his best game. I'm thinking what we might do is let's put Silla out on the right, Marin over to the left where we know he's a little bit better. And that should work out okay for us. I am also thinking we should probably just go off attacking now. We have the lead. What we don't want to do is help them in their bid for a sucker punch. Let's try and demand more. We've absolutely dominated this game. How it's only 1-0 is beyond belief, isn't it? Come on, boys. Let's get this second goal. Let's wrap this up so I can relax a little bit here. Nepo in for Grealish. I am wondering if we should have been exploiting the middle this whole time. But by playing it wide, we sort of open up the space in the middle. We just need to be smart enough to find it. Go on, Nepo. It's patient. I just hope we don't sort of stuff this up somewhere here. Here goes Leroy, Grealish. Come on, there's got to be space on the other side of the field here, guys. Look at this. They're all around the ball. Here goes Messi. He'll find the space. Alpha Silla! Oh, it's there again, and it's a stunning second save. That makes up for his error, doesn't it? That should have been at the second time of asking a goal for Alpha Silla. All right, Grealish, come on, let's get this goal, boys. It's there. It's Leroy. Takes a touch. Leroy is bouncing around, and it's offside. I'm going to tell him to concentrate here, I think. No, I'm going to tell him to tighten up. We just start and close this down a little bit. We'll close up the lines, just make it difficult for them. We'll slow down the pace. Slow it down the pace, slow down the pace, play for set pieces. We just need to be good enough now to see this out, don't we? Do we have a defensive sub we can make? Not particularly. We don't particularly need to. We might just sit our fullbacks. They don't need to be bombing on anymore. Anything else? I don't think so. That all looks good to me. We've just got to see it out now. We've given it our best shake. We couldn't quite get the second goal. There's a minute to go here. This is a highlight. Oh, is this the sucker punch? Is this the sucker punch? Come on, boys. They've offered absolutely nothing all game. I will be so annoyed. There's a little bit of space out there. We've just watched the ball's gone out. All right, that's okay. What the hell, Kostic, are you doing just watching him get the ball? This should be it now. We have time wasting on. Show us your best work, Kostic. Yeah, that's right. Go deep. Go deep. They're not listening to you, Kostic. You'll have to wait till they listen to you. Boys, it's the crowd. The crowd's deafening. You can't hear anything. Excellent time wasting by Kostic. And the most comfortable of 1-0 wins you're ever likely to see. 26 shots on goal, 13 on target, and we scored 1. But the important thing is we did score 1. We've got the win. We'll say it was well done, because I think another day we could have put 5 past them. So there we go, victory at Villa Park. Not great for the goal difference, that one, but 3 points is 3 points. And the league table, it just keeps us in the conversation, doesn't it? We've played a game more than some of those teams around us, but we're not going to be any worse off than we were at the start of the episode. Well, we are, because we're out of the Carabao Cup. But otherwise, that is that, isn't it? Guys, that's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. We did win a derby. Not as convincingly as we would have liked, but a win is a win. We'll be back on, when will we be back? On Thursday for... I think we're going to come back for this one, don't we? Everton, table-topping Everton. We'll see exactly how good they are. And then AS Monaco in the Champions League. We've got to crack on with this season a little bit. We should be fine against Schalke. We beat them relatively comfortably, didn't we? So, trust me, we'll get the result there. We'll come back for Everton and Monaco next time around. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And here are our goals of the month for October. Take care.